going to be a creamy mushroom soup. I never used to like mushrooms when I was a kid. I feel like most people didn't. You know,
I think I did know this about you. Mushroom soup was like one of my favourite things as a kid.
One of my least favourite things.
Potato.
But now, absolutely love a mushroom soup. And making soup is so easy. It's very much just like a chuck it all in and either blend it up so it's a smooth one or keep it chunky. Like, they're just so quick and easy and a great way of making up big batches of lunches or dinners for the week ahead. We love it.
Enough chatting about soup, let's make one.
We're using a mix of white close-cut mushrooms and chestnut mushrooms. We're also going to be adding in some dried porcini. But we're just roughly chopping them because it's all going to get blended together, so you don't need to be too kind of particular about it.
Really looking forward to this. I absolutely love a mushroom soup. Yeah. It's really earthy and warming, and that rosemary and thyme really gives it a really nice herby element as well. So a lot of the time when we wanted a quick lunch in Italy, we would go for a focaccia sandwich. So we've just been to M&S, we went down this morning and we got this delicious looking focaccia, and what we're going to fill it with is some nice protein, vegan protein, some tofu, which we're going to marinate, and then the next thing that we're going to add is a classic Italian focaccia ingredient, focaccia sandwich ingredient, which is some aubergine as well, and we're going to breadcrumb this and fry it up so it's nice and crispy, but also really lovely and juicy and soft as well.
Just putting all the tofu bits into our marinade, and then that's going to go in the fridge for about an hour. If you can leave it for longer, like overnight, then that's going to be better, but an hour is about enough. This is a kind of sun-dried tomato, red pesto or paste kind of thing. It's quite punchy, but when it's paired with the tofu and the aubergine and the bread, I think it's all gonna go really nicely together, and kind of the bread will soak up all of this lovely kind of oily goodness.
Look at this. This is one stacked sandwich. Focaccia sandwiches are just the best. It's exactly like I remember in Italy. It's just like better than white bread sandwiches completely, even better than sourdough. And this aubergine is so good. I remember having aubergine like this in some of the focaccia sandwiches we had in Italy as well. The sun-dried tomato pesto has such a nice zing that carries through the whole thing, and then that texture of the tofu is just delicious. It's a good sandwich.
So we bought this little cooking pumpkin from the supermarket. We have peeled it and it's ready to start chopping up. I'm going to cut it into cubes, add some nice spices, do it with some lentils, and make a really delicious, healthy, warming, spicy salad with pumpkin, which is the veg of the season. I'm going to roast this for about half an hour until it's nice and tender.
And then what, 10 minutes before the end we're going to put the seeds in?
These take about 10 minutes, so we're going to wait to put these in, and I mean we could put them in now. We're going to put these in now. They only need 10 minutes and then we can leave them to cool, and then we're going to make this into a really nice kind of crunchy, crispy topping with some other things. This is going to go in for 10 minutes, if desperate.
Got to do some shelf juggling. That one in, then that one in.
Oh, is that going to fit? Yes.
So I've got everything here that I need to make the chickpea sandwich with. The main thing is, of course, the chickpeas, but essentially what we're going to do is we're going to mash these chickpeas in with some vegan mayonnaise, and just to make sure that it's not all mayonnaise, I'm going to go in with a bit of this vegan yogurt that's very light in flavour. And then there's some other flavourings that are going to go in, like I'm going to put in some garlic and some onion powder and some of this Dijon mustard. So yeah, let's get started. So the great thing about making this sandwich filling, this sort of chickpea mash, is that this is essentially all of the work. Making the rest of the sandwich is a breeze, and this could stay in like a Tupperware, sealed in the fridge for a few days. So we can have the exact same thing tomorrow or the day after, and it will be so much quicker to make because all of the work will be done already. Oh, I've forgotten the most essential part.
The most essential part.
I've got to add the crisps. The essential crunch.
Did anyone else love a crisp sandwich as a kid?
Go on, you spread them out. You spread them out.
It was basically like white bread, butter, and crisps in a sandwich. Sometimes with Marmite, sometimes with cheese. I don't know if that's just a British. I don't know if that's
British.
I don't know if that's just a British thing, or if that's something other people did as well.
The key to crisp sandwiches is how you put the bread on. Okay, listen to this. This is what crisp sandwiches are all about. The crunch. Oh, those crisps. The big reveal.
Ooh.
What do you think? Is that a winner? Starting off with some Bulgar wheat. So we're going to make 4 portions of this and have it on 2 different days. So next up is preparing the veggies. Radish, some cucumber, and then there's these little tomatoes as well. I'll wash this cucumber, that's already washed, and I'll get this all chopped up. I'm thinking these little quarters are quite nice for salads. Okay, so that's the tomatoes. Oh, one left. Now it's time for the radish. Just cut them into thin slices. I do love radish in a salad. The only thing that stops me from eating them all the time is how bloody fiddly they are to prepare like this. If you do know of any better ways to cut a radish, maybe I need to get one of those like slap chop things.
You love salad, you hate making it. Take the carrots, salad.
Maybe I'd have that more fun with a slap chop.
Take the carrots, salad.
So that is all of the radish, and now the cucumber. Like I said, to cut these into little half moons. Actually, this is a tip that I learnt the other day. I saw it on a video. Apparently, if you slice through instead of doing a push cut, there, look, it stays on the board. It's not working anymore. Okay, there we go. So there we go. That is all of the veggies chopped. I've got to move on to, I think, herbs is next. Cucumber, radish, tomatoes. So I've been told that we need parsley and mint. Since this is for 4 people, I'm going to make sure I do a really good amount of parsley. And then mint, I feel like is a lot better off the stem than something like parsley. I'm not going to put in quite as much mint. It's so much stronger of a flavour. So I'm just going to wash this, we'll chop it, and add it to the salad. There we go. Whilst I've got the mint out, because I know we've got quite a lot of it in, I'm going to make myself a fresh mint tea. A spoon or 2 full of sugar. Get in there. For a bit of extra protein, we're going to add in a tin of chickpeas. And for a nice nutty flavour, I am toasting some pine nuts and some pumpkin seeds. And this is a really quick salad dressing that I've just whipped up, which is lemon juice, olive oil, salt, pepper, a bit of agave or maple syrup, cumin. Did I say cumin already? And that's just all getting mixed together and then tossed over everything at the end. Our nuts and seeds. We are also going to be adding in some dried cranberries and dried raisins, just like a couple handfuls. And then in goes our Bulgar wheat, so that's like the main bulk of the salad. I'm going to toss that all together, and then I'm going to toss it again once I've added the salad dressing. Oh, I'll really get under there. You can kind of imagine this as like a salad that's inspired by a tabbouleh. And then last but not least is the dressing. And because you've got loads of really nice things in there, you've got your grain, you've got your chickpeas and stuff, it doesn't need to go with anything, so this could be a main salad. But it does work really well as a side salad too. Making meals like this are a really great way to make sure you use up things in your fridge. If you just kind of like turn your creativity on for a second, you know, it might not work out, it might be the best thing you've ever had. Just get creative and have a bit of fun with it and make something new. And that way you'll end up using a bunch of stuff that would have otherwise gone to waste. Got all the shallots chopped, now we're gonna get them caramelizing. we've got this lid, and what that's going to do is help create more steam to cook the onions on every side, and that will really speed up the caramelization process. Alright, you want to give us the verdict?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Experiment worked?
Mm-hmm. That is really nice.
I'm really looking forward to trying.
It's like the salty olives with the like sweet caramelized shallots. Such a good combo.